Competitions are coming back, but there are also so many COVID regulations to follow. So in this video, I break that down all for you coming up. What's up, cubers? I'm AT Speed Cuber, and on this channel I amplify your knowledge by twisting puzzles by doing tutorial and review videos as well as competition advice videos just like this one. So definitely subscribe if you're new, because according to my YouTube analytics, only a small percentage of you are subscribed. These regulations may be different depending on your location and size of competition, but these should all be relatively the same in places with some small variations. These are all from Article Y from the WCA website, which I will link in the description below. Starting with the regulations before you come to a cubing competition. You are not permitted to enter a cubing competition if you have been in contact with a COVID-19 positive patient or felt COVID-19 symptoms within the last 14 days. These are most commonly fever, dry cough, tiredness, but less commonly sore throat, diarrhea, pains and aches, headache, rashes or loss of taste and smell, and the more serious symptoms are things like shortness of breath or movement. If you email a COVID-19 negative test result to your WCA delegate, you may be able to get into the competition, but don't quote me on that. Now to the regulations during competitions. You must wear a mask. The WCA does not say what type of mask, but I assume it cannot be a scarf in front of your face. I would say something like a surgical mask or usual mask would be fine, but getting an N95 or K95 mask is much easier nowadays, and depending on the safety of your comp size, you might want to get those. The average competition size for my area is 100 people. You must bring your own pen in competition to minimize the spread while handling pens. Fixed seating is also a thing during all events, so you just solve your 3 or 5 solves in one station. If deemed by the WCA delegate, there will be no competitor area. I think this means that there will be no area for competitors to practice and socialize. I don't know if this means you go to the comp, do your events, and go home, because that would take the fun out of competitions. But I think it means if the WCA delegate thinks that there are too many people, he or she will not allow a competitor area where competitors can socialize, and will probably direct them to another place and come back when their scheduled event is active. It is required that you disinfect your puzzle before giving it to the scrambler in the sole position. This means wiping each face of the cube with a wipe or alcohol. I would suggest a wipe so nothing gets into the internal structure of the cube. The competitor should refrain from touching the surface of the cubing station when they're not in the process of an official attempt, which means not using the stations between breaks. After finishing your official scramble, you should sign this scramble sheet without touching it and place into the cube cover if you still have more solves to go. Regulations for judges. As well as competitors, they also need to bring their own pen. Judges may use their own stopwatch or phone, with it being checked by the WCA delegate if it's fine. The judge must refrain from touching the puzzle, which with the exception of clock, where they have to check if the clock is solved. The judge will ask the competitor to reset and turn on the cube timer. So that's all for today's video. I'm AT Speed Cuber, amplifying your knowledge by twisting puzzles every single day of the week. Thanks for watching. Bye.